Africa's wild nature has long been known as one of the harshest and most unforgiving regions on Earth. It is home to the vast Sahara Desert, endless savannas, and countless iconic animals such as zebras, African elephants, and of course, some of the most notorious predators like cheetahs, lions, and hyenas. But beyond these big names, there is another predator that few people know about, often underestimated because of its rather harmless and even cute appearance. In reality, however, it is one of the most formidable assassins of the savanna, the African wild dog. At first glance, few would think of this species as dangerous. With their mottled coats, slightly comical faces, and large round ears, they almost resemble domestic dogs. Yet behind that appearance lies a perfect hunting machine. African wild dogs are considered rivals on par with cheetahs and lions, the legendary hunters of the dark continent. Their hunting success rate can reach up to 75%, an incredibly impressive number compared to any other predator. What sets them apart is their ability to cooperate. Across the wide-open savanna, African wild dogs are masters of group hunting. They work in teams, follow strict discipline, are highly organized, and above all, extremely united. Their jaws are also among the most powerful of all carnivorous mammals, allowing them to tear apart prey with ease and strip carcasses down to the bone. In this video, let's explore why the African wild dog is considered the ultimate hunter of nature. Pack life and unique social structure. The scientific name of this species is Lycaon pictus. In English, they are often called painted wolves because of their distinct mottled fur pattern. However, most people simply know them as African wild dogs. Their coats are often regarded as the most fashionable in the animal kingdom, the mix of black, tan, and white patches. Interestingly, no two individuals share the same pattern. Each one wears a unique oil painting on its body. Together with their large rounded ears, they also have excellent hearing, aiding them in both hunting and detecting threats. African wild dogs are found mainly in eastern and southern Africa. In these regions, their survival among massive predators like lions and hyenas is ensured by one key trait: strict social discipline. Unlike many other carnivores, when reaching maturity, it is the females that leave the pack to find new homes, while males usually remain. Within the pack, there is always a dominant leader, most often a female. All major decisions, from movements to hunts, originate from this leader. And notably, every member follows orders without question. When prey is caught, food is distributed from top to bottom. The others do not fight or argue, but instead patiently wait for their turn. If a member falls ill, grows old, or is injured, the pack will care for and feed it, ensuring it is never abandoned. This reveals a surprisingly humane side of the African wild dog. Even when the alpha is injured, it is not forced to step down. As long as it retains its intelligence and leadership ability, the pack continues to respect and protect it. The instinct of sharing and pack bond. One of the most remarkable traits of this species is their instinct to share with the young. When a kill is made, the adults allow the pups to eat first. Not only the parents, but even older siblings contribute to caring for and protecting the younger ones. This is extremely rare in the animal kingdom, where survival usually depends on fierce competition and selfish instincts. Another unusual habit is that they eat and then regurgitate. While it may sound odd, this is their way of bringing food back to members who cannot hunt, especially pups. Adults swallow meat, return to the den, and regurgitate it to share. Sometimes they even roll in the regurgitated food before eating again. Though it seems unsanitary, this behavior forms an important foundation of their social life. Thanks to this, the bonds within the pack grow stronger, ensuring that the entire group survives and thrives, rather than only the fittest individuals. Exceptional hunting ability. When it comes to hunting, African wild dogs are truly the kings of the savanna. While lions only succeed about 27 to 30% of the time, and cheetahs about 50%, African wild dogs reach an astonishing 80% success rate. They usually hunt in packs of 15 to 20 individuals. With such numbers, they can take down prey many times larger than themselves, from zebras to wildebeests, and even dare to challenge top predators like hyenas, crocodiles, or lions. Their jaws are powerful enough to deliver a bite force of up to 240,000 kilograms per square meter. An extraordinary figure compared to domestic dogs. Their lower jaws are more developed, and their molars are specially adapted to strip flesh from bone. This biological weapon allows them to quickly dismantle prey and minimize the risk of losing it to scavengers. The perfect hunting strategy. While most predators rely on stealth and ambush to surprise their prey, the African wild dog adopts a completely different strategy: relentless pursuit. They are born to chase, using their stamina and speed to turn every hunt into a brutal marathon. Wild dogs can maintain high speeds over long distances, averaging about 8 kilometers per hunt. In bursts, they can reach speeds of up to 66 kilometers per hour, nearly as fast as a cheetah. The key difference, however, lies in endurance. While a cheetah can only sustain top speed for a few hundred meters, wild dogs have the stamina to chase prey until it collapses from exhaustion. Before the hunt begins, the pack spreads out, surrounding the target from multiple directions. Some rush straight in. Others circle behind, while a few move ahead to block escape routes. The sole purpose of this strategy is to isolate one prey from the herd. Once separated, the entire pack focuses on a relentless pursuit until the prey is completely worn out. This cooperation is highly tactical, resembling a military campaign. Roles are clearly assigned: leaders, blockers, flankers. During the chase, they constantly exchange sounds to update each other on positions and movements, like radio signals on a battlefield. This seamless coordination is the secret behind their extraordinary hunting success. Fearsome opponents, even to lions and hyenas. Many people assume lions sit unchallenged at the top of the food chain, yet even the king of beasts has reason to fear African wild dogs, their numbers, speed, and clever tactics. Wild dogs not only take down large prey, but also boldly steal kills from lions or hyenas. There are countless recorded instances where packs of wild dogs charge in to drive away hyenas, or even groups of young lions, seizing their hard-earned meal. In these situations, unity becomes their greatest weapon. A single lion is far stronger than any wild dog. But when faced with 15 to 20 of them working together, even a full-grown lion must think twice. Wild dogs are also capable of actively attacking massive prey, such as buffalo or adult wildebeest. They know how to exploit weaknesses, targeting the legs and underbelly to quickly drain their victim's strength. Once chosen as a target, the prey's chance of survival is almost zero. Physical power and communication skills. What amazes scientists is not just their powerful jaws or speed, but also their remarkable communication system. While hunting, they constantly emit sounds, howls, chirps, or short barks. Each sound carries a distinct message, urging the pack to accelerate, signaling direction, or even switching targets. This allows the pack to stay tightly coordinated even when running at top speed. It's their secret language, a key factor that gives them an advantage over many other predators. Physically, African wild dogs are perfectly built for endurance hunting. Their lean bodies, long legs, broad chests, and large lungs grant them incredible stamina. They also cool down efficiently, thanks to their oversized ears that act like radiators, releasing heat quickly under the scorching savanna sun. The instinct to protect their young, another fascinating trait of African wild dogs, is their strong family bonds. Unlike many predators that leave their young to fend for themselves early on, wild dogs raise their pups collectively. When the pups are too small to follow their mother on hunts, adult pack members take turns staying behind to guard them. They even bring back food by regurgitating it for the young. Not only parents but also older siblings help care for the pups. This shared responsibility dramatically increases pup survival rates compared to other carnivores. Thanks to this strategy, despite the countless dangers of the wild dogs maintain stable packs and ensure the growth of future generations. This is why they are regarded as one of the most social animals on Earth. Different from domestic dogs at first glance. African wild dogs may look like domestic dogs, since they share distant ancestry. In reality, however, the differences are significant. Jaw structure. Their lower jaws are much stronger, with specialized molars for tearing flesh. Body build. Slender frames perfectly adapted for long-distance running. Social instinct. Unlike domestic dogs that adapt to human life, wild dogs preserve a strict pack system where discipline and unity are essential. These differences mean they cannot be tamed like domestic dogs. They are born to roam the savanna and hunt. True warriors of Africa's wilderness. A species on the brink despite their extraordinary traits, African wild dogs are now classified as critically endangered. Today, only a few thousand remain across the entire continent, a devastating decline compared to the past. The main cause is habitat loss due to human expansion. Once vast ranges are now fragmented by roads, farms, and settlements. They are also hunted out of fear they might attack livestock. On top of that, diseases transmitted from domestic dogs, such as rabies and distemper, have caused severe population crashes. Balance in the ecosystem. It can be said that the African wild dog is not just a fearsome predator, but it also plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of the savanna ecosystem. With their high hunting success rate, they help regulate the population of herbivores, such as antelope, zebras, and wildebeests. Without them, herbivore populations could explode, leading to the depletion of natural food sources and disrupting the ecological cycle. That's why African wild dogs are an irreplaceable link in the food chain. Moreover, their hunts provide opportunities for many other species. When wild dogs finish their feast, the remains of the carcass become food for vultures, hyenas, and other scavengers. The entire ecosystem benefits from the presence of this species. Struggles for survival, however, as mentioned earlier, the fate of the African wild dog is extremely fragile. From hundreds of thousands in the past, their numbers have now dwindled to fewer than 7,000 across the continent. The biggest threats include habitat loss. Land is exploited for farming, roads, and settlements, shrinking the vast savannas they once roamed. Conflict with humans. Many locals see wild dogs as a threat to livestock, leading to persecution and killings. Diseases from domestic dogs, rabies, and canine distemper easily spread and can wipe out entire packs. Fierce competition. Beyond humans, they also face rivalry from other predators like lions and hyenas. Because of this, these intelligent and powerful hunters are now on the brink of extinction. Conservation efforts faced with this risk, many African wildlife conservation organizations have taken action. Large reserves such as Serengeti, Tanzania, Kruger, South Africa, and the Okavango Delta, Botswana are implementing special programs to protect the species. Key measures include GPS tracking. Many individuals are fitted with tracking collars to monitor their movements and keep the pack safe. Vaccination programs. Domestic dogs in nearby areas are vaccinated against rabies and distemper to prevent outbreaks among wild dogs. Community education. Helping locals understand the vital ecological role of wild dogs, changing perceptions and behaviors. Ecological corridors. Linking protected areas so that wild dog packs can move freely and expand their range. These efforts have shown some positive signs. In certain regions, wild dog populations are slowly recovering, though growth remains limited and far from secure. A symbol of unity and discipline, looking at the lives and behaviors of African wild dogs. One truth stands out. Their greatest strength does not lie in muscles or speed, but in unity. In a natural world where survival often depends on individual strength, wild dogs take the opposite path. They endure and thrive through collective effort. From raising pups, caring for the elderly, to coordinating hunts, everything reflects their extraordinary social bond. Perhaps this is why many researchers call them a symbol of discipline and social bonds in the wild. African wild dogs with their colorful coats and large round ears that may look almost comical harbor unmatched strength and intelligence within. They are elite hunters, tireless warriors of the savanna, and living proof of the power of cooperation. Yet the paradox is that one of the world's most effective predators now stands on the edge of extinction. And if one day they vanish from the African continent, it would be a loss not only for Africa, but for the entire planet. So, when we think of African wildlife, beyond lions, leopards, or elephants, we must also remember the silent warrior, the African wild dog. Fierce yet deeply social, it is a species truly worthy of respect and protection.